Hey Matthew, I'm overweight, unfit and unhealthy. Do you have a video on starting point to begin living a healthy lifestyle? I have read and seen a lot of stuff on health and fitness and I know more than the average person, but I lack the character to go more than 2 weeks. Do you have a program step by step? Well, first of all, do you have a video on a starting point to begin living a healthy lifestyle? And that's from Dave. Yes, Dave, this is the video on starting to live a healthy lifestyle. So let's start. Let's start at the start, and the start is to start. This is it. You know, you looking for step by step. Yes, take the first step. You know, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, and if you're just looking at all the mountain ranges that you have to go over and you're thinking, well, I don't even know what's in those ravines, I don't know what's over the other side of that mountain. If you're thinking about it like that, then you're not going to start. But if you just take that first step, you go, okay, that wasn't so bad. Then you take another step, you go, alright, that was okay, I'm still alive, it feels okay. And then you take another step, and before you know it, you've got momentum going and you're on your journey and the path starts to unfold. You don't need to see the whole path right to your destination. Just take the first step, and as you move forward, everything unfolds, like I say, and things come to you. You know, you've got to meet the universe halfway. That's what I always say. You know, don't sit there and wait for it to come to you. You meet it halfway. You meet it halfway and then the universe will help you. So, you know, Matthew, I'm overweight, unfit and unhealthy. See, one thing as well is if we find ourselves always going up and down, we get to a certain point and we sabotage, we go back and we go back and forth. We've got to look at it's possibly an obsession, an attachment, an addiction to weight loss, to losing weight, to dieting. And you know, at the minute there are thousands and thousands and thousands, probably hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of books on dieting and weight loss out there. And different programs, different products, different supplements. And but why aren't they working? You know, with all that out there, why are people still getting fatter? Why are people still why isn't it working for anyone? You know, that's the thing. And the reason why is we got to go right back to the beginning, to the start, and it's because of the attachment, the addiction, the obsession with weight loss and losing weight and dieting. And this is what I see. So it's important to take the focus, to actually first of all become aware of that, become aware of, hold on, I've actually maybe got an addiction to this, to actually the process of dieting and weight loss. So that's why I never achieve my goals. Even if I do achieve my goal, I quickly sabotage it. So then I revert right back to the beginning. So then I can go through it again and again and again. And we see it, you know, with many people just go this yo-yo dieting throughout their whole life, and their bookshelf is full of diet books, weight loss books, and they say, well, I know this stuff, you know. And here's also what David's saying. He says, you know, I know more than your average person about health and fitness. I've read a lot, I've watched a lot, I've, you know, learned a lot. But the only real knowing is in doing. If we're not doing, if we're not applying, then we don't really know. That's where the true knowing is when we apply. And so when we say, oh, I know that. No, you only know it if you're doing it. That's when you really know it. So that's another thing, apply. So once you take your focus off losing weight, off dieting, start to become aware that you had that attachment in the past and to be able to release that attachment, then you can put your focus and your attention on getting fit and getting healthy. And that's a pretty healthy obsession to have. It's a pretty healthy obsession to be obsessed or attached to or addicted to being healthy and fit. It's because when you do that, you're going to be fit and healthy. If you're attached and addicted to dieting and losing weight, you're always going to be dieting and losing weight. And it's this like vicious cycle. But if you're attached to being fit and healthy, if that becomes a priority for you, if that becomes important to you, then you're going to be fit and healthy. If losing weight and dieting is a priority for you, if that's important to you, you're always going to be losing weight and dieting. So this is an important distinction that it's important to get. So instead of thinking, okay, I want to lose weight, I want to diet, is go, okay, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to get healthy, and when you put your attention on that, then you will get fit, you will get healthy, that is your priority, and the weight loss, the normalization of your weight, the fat loss, etc., that is just going to take care of itself naturally. So Dave says here, he says, but I lack the character to go more than 2 weeks. Well, first of all, you know, when you're saying that, you're comparing yourself to somebody else. You're putting somebody else on a pedestal and you're minimizing yourself, because you're saying that other person, they've got the character to be more consistent, to keep doing that, but I don't. So then when you compare yourself to somebody else, you put them on a pedestal and then you minimize yourself. And then when you minimize yourself, you don't feel good about yourself because you feel less than, you feel inferior, you feel like not enough. So first of all, you have to acknowledge where you're at. And if you can say, and it's just a little shift in perception. So if you can say, you know, what are you saying here? I lack the character to go more than 2 weeks. Say I have the character to go 2 weeks. Yeah? That's a great start. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge what you have right now. And say, I have the character to do 2 weeks of whatever it is. I'm not even sure to what it is for this gentleman. Maybe just focusing on getting fit and healthy and losing weight or something. But if you have that, then you can say, okay, I have the character to go 2 weeks of eating good and training every day. And then you can say, okay, well, what if I had the character to go 3 weeks? What would be possible then? What if I could stretch that out? And sometimes you've got to get a little bit of the warrior spirit. You've got to go, I'm going to go 3 weeks. I'm going to go 3 weeks of exercising every day, 30 minutes. Ideally, maybe first thing in the morning, getting out of bed, just going out, doing a quick run, 30 minutes. If you're not able to run, then walk. If you're not able to walk, you know, then just do calf raises or sit down in your seat and stand up again. A lot of people say to me, your exercise videos are too advanced. So they say, I can't exercise because I'm not fit enough. Sit in a chair. If you're really like that unfit, sit in a chair, stand up, sit back down, stand up. Do that 10 times. You know, stand beside a wall and go up on your tiptoes. Do that 10 times. That's a start. The most important thing is starting. And each day, move it up one little notch, and before you know it, you've gone up and up and up and up and up, and then you look back and you go, wow, you know, look how far I've gone. So character can be built. You know, you got to acknowledge first of all what you already have, and then go about building on it. You know, characters like people say, you know, things are character building. So yeah, sure. You know, so if you're looking at somebody else and saying, oh, that other person has it, but I don't. Realize that that other person, they weren't born with it. You know, they built it. They built it over time. And like a muscle, you know, you don't go out and run a marathon in your first day running. You know, so look at it like that. So build your character, and by doing, you can build your character by doing things that are hard and good for you, things that are difficult and things that are good for you. Those are things that are character building. You know, we all know that having a cold shower, it's good for us, but it's hard to do. It's kind of uncomfortable. You go, oh, you got in that cold shower, and they say, oh yeah, cold shower is the character building because it's something that's kind of hard to do, but it's good for us. You know, getting up and exercising every day, making healthy choices. You know, that's empowering to be able to see the unhealthy food there and go, oh, no, I'm not going to have that. I'm going to have this. That's an empowered choice. And every time you make an empowered choice, that is building your character. So realize that, you know, you are in control. You have the power. You are empowered when you make empowered decisions. And as they say, your decisions shape your destiny. So you don't lack character. All you're doing, when you say to me you lack character, is you're looking at somebody else and you're comparing yourself to somebody else. Stop doing that. look into yourself and acknowledge yourself for the strengths that you have, and then start building on those. So if you can go 2 weeks, great, well done. Now let's go to the next level. And maybe the next level for you is maybe it's okay, I'm going to eat 2 raw meals a day, I'm going to have a big green juice in the morning, I'm going to eat some fruit and a salad at lunchtime, and then in the evening I'm just going to have a vegetable stir fry or something. I'm going to eat something cooked. That's great. Do that for 3 weeks. Get up and exercise 30 minutes every day. Maybe it's a run, maybe it's a swim, maybe it's doing some weights, maybe it's doing some yoga. Do that every single day for 21 days. And after 21 days, habits start to form. And once we form a habit, then it becomes easy. Then it becomes, then we don't need motivation. We don't need willpower once we have installed a habit into our system. So, it's like the smoker. If you said to me, I have to smoke 20 cigarettes a day, I go, what? I've got to fork out this money, I've got to go and pay for these things, I have to find the money to pay, cigarettes are expensive, pay this money, then I've got to remember to smoke one every 30 minutes. I've got to remember to do that. What if I forget for 2 hours, then I have to smoke 4 in a row? I've got to go and find places where I'm able to smoke, all these sorts of things. To me, it's like a real hassle to smoke. But to a smoker, easy as anything. Why? Because it's a habit. They're addicted. It's a habit. So make healthy things habits. Make exercising a habit. Make eating healthy a habit. Then it becomes effortless. And generally, 21 days, that's when we start to create new neural circuits in our brain. New neural pathways start to build. If we do the same thing every single day for 21 days, then we have a new neural pathway. And then we can build on that. It's not that it's there, it's set in stone, but it's there. And then it becomes easier. And then we don't need so much willpower anymore. And then we can build on that and turn that neural pathway, that little pathway, into a motorway, into a highway, a freeway, whatever. And then once it's like that, that is strong. And then we can be more in flow, living our highest values, living our highest priorities in life, the things that are really important to us. But to get to that, it's just taking the steps, starting. So, hope you got something from that, Dave and everybody else. And I appreciate the questions, and I welcome more questions, and I look forward to answering them best I can. Okay, my name is Matthew Armstrong. Stay tuned in.